Hi guys, so we're going to go over your assignments for today. So first, as always, remember to complete the question of the day and get that turned in. And then we can move on to reading. So for reading, you have this types of verbs, vocabulary assignment. And then we're going to go, after you watch that, you're going to go to this Google form, action verbs, Google form. So an action verb shows action in the predicate part of a sentence. So it tells what the subject does. Some action verbs tell about feelings and actions that cannot be seen. So for our class planned a picnic, what is the verb here? What are they doing? Our class planned a picnic. We picked planned. You are correct. Okay? So for every single one, we are picking the verb. What are they doing? Okay? That turned in. After action verbs, you're going to reread Martina the Beautiful Cockroach. You can do that on Wonders. Have it read to you. And then number 4, you are taking the U3W1 selection test also on Wonders. Make sure you get that done and turned in. You have 15 minutes of Lexia to complete afterwards. And then I do want you to double check that all of your work is turned in on Google Classroom and Wonders. All of your Google Classroom assignments, make sure that I haven't returned it to you and then told you, hey, you need to fix this. Hey, you forgot to do IXL yesterday. All right, please get everything done and fixed so we do not have to have a working lunch on Monday, because we will have a working lunch on Monday if we don't have all of our stuff done. Math for today, you have 2 more videos just like yesterday. Vocabulary, multiply by 4 and multiply 5 or 8. Wow. Okay, so multiply 4, multiply 8. Watch those first. And then you have this multiplication equal groups 2 Google Slides, which is right here. So the first one is already done for us. Looking at this, I am looking at 4 groups of 3. So I see 4 jars. Those are my groups, right? 4 groups. There are 3 ladybugs in each. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. This isn't a word problem, so I'm not going to make you add a label. All right, because they would literally all be ladybugs. We don't need that. Okay. So 4 groups of 3. That would be 4 times 3, because we always do 4. The groups times the number of objects, right? So 4 times 3 equals 12. All right, there's 12 total ladybugs. Okay, so you're solving for the number of ladybugs in each. Okay, so look in here. How many groups do you see? Put that number here and here. How many ladybugs do you see in just one jar? Put that number here and here. All right, and then you need to multiply. You're going to solve it. Let's count. How many total ladybugs are there? Put that there. Okay. You have 9 of those to do, or really 8 by yourself. Okay. Afterwards, you have IXL G5. All right. Make sure you get that done for 15 minutes or until you get a SMART score of 100. Then you're going to practice your multiplication for 10 to 15 minutes. You can also do IXL. Make sure you get this turned in on Google Classroom. And last thing you have is exploring New Zealand Google Slides. Remember to restate the question in your answer and write incomplete sentences. Okay? So as always, click this to have it read to you so you can learn about New Zealand. Slide 2 is kind of walking you through what am I looking at. New Zealand is right here. It's off the coast of Australia. Here's a little zoomed in of New Zealand. All right, there's our capital. You have these questions. Remember, restate the question in your answer. So where is New Zealand located? New Zealand is located blank, or New Zealand is blank. Okay. What language do they speak in New Zealand? They speak blank. In New Zealand, they speak this. The language that they speak is this. Lots of options. What are popular foods in New Zealand? Popular foods are blank. Blank is a popular food. Something like that, okay? And what's the most interesting thing you learned about New Zealand? All right, tell me. Remember, capital letter at the beginning, period at the end, restating the question. If you're interested in more, you can always do this Pebble Go. All right, and that's what you have for social studies. And that is everything. Just make sure you've got everything complete. Turn it in. You are good to go. Let me know if you have questions. your code word for today is calendar. Okay, comment it or email me.